Hello, my name is Julie, and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is Crochet Podcast number 76. So, I got a lot to show you all. I have got startitis so bad, and I know, I wanted to finish whips from last year, and I have I just have so many whips, it's not even funny, that I need to be working on. I really did not need to start a bunch of new projects, but I couldn't help it. I could not help myself. So I do have, I think everything that I have to show you is new things that I've made. I just kept seeing things and I had to make them. And I feel like whenever my Crojo is like at full force, I have to keep it going by doing things that bring me joy in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, not that I didn't love the projects or that there aren't projects that I want to make that would bring me joy. But when I see something and I'm like, oh, I gotta make that, I gotta jump on it and just keep riding that that high of crocheting so that it doesn't fizzle out. Because if I try to work on something that is not bringing me joy, then I don't finish it usually, or it's like a struggle to get through it. And I have really flew through some of these projects, so I'm excited to share them with you. Alright, so enough jibber jabber, and on to what have I made. I only actually, let's see, I have 4 finished objects, but 2 of them are really, really small things, and then I have a few whips that I'm actively working on. And I'll start with the 2 that are small. This is for CAL that I'm going to participate in this year. It is hosted by Litsa over at Coco's Crochet. And she did a CAL last year that I did. It's this one. But this year is a little bit different. She's actually picking certain projects out for us to do. And it's a 6-month long crochet along, not a full year. So technically you will be making the full 12 projects in 6 months. So her videos, I think, come out every 2 weeks. And the first project that she picked was cup cozies. And I've never made a cup cozy. I don't know why, but I've just never made one. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go. And I seen this pattern and I thought that it was really, really cute. And I've not even got my notes open here to even tell you about it. So, this is called the Crochet Paris Mug Cozy, and it is by crochetandcreate.com, and I just thought that it was so pretty. It uses like a shell stitch. Am I showing you upside down? No, I'm not. So it uses a shell stitch, and I just think that it's really pretty, and it worked up really fast, and I don't think that you would have to use a button, but it does call to use a button, so I just use that white button on this one. And this is all dishy cotton, which is a 4-weight cotton or worsted cotton, and I think that in the pattern she calls for DK, but the coffee mugs that I use are, I think, 16 ounces. I think that's what size they are. They're really big, and so I wanted to try to make this cup cozy fit that my normal sized coffee mug, so I went up a yarn size and up a hook size. So I used a 4.5mm hook on this one, and it is a little tight. So I decided that I was going to make another one, and so it's actually on my coffee mug right now, and I made this one right here. And as you can tell, it's still a little bit stretched. This has a Boston Terrier on it. I love this coffee mug, but it's still a little stretched, but it works fine. It works out perfect. I think I did less rows on this one as well. I didn't make it as wide. Yeah, I did 1 less row on this one. The only thing about this pattern is that, no offense, I hope that I don't offend anybody by saying this, but I don't think that it's written very well. Now I completely understood the directions, but the directions do not match the pictures that she shows. So, like, the way that she did her color changing and stuff is different. And I was able to follow the pattern fine, but just know going in that the instructions are not, like, if you was to follow those instructions, you would not get the same color scheme as like her pictures. So I just kind of did my own thing. And like I said, I used the Dishy Cotton and Friendship Bracelet. This one is called Bumblebee Verdigris, I think I said that right, and Clementine. And then, like I said, I did just put a little button on these, on both of them, and they work out great. I really like them. I think that you could adjust this to fit anything, you know, whether it's like a small mug or a big mug, just depending on your hook size and your yarn. I did not try this on my cups as I was going, so I'll have to find, I have a ton of coffee cups because I drink coffee like crazy, so I know this will fit one of my coffee cups that I have. And yeah, so I'm going to try my best to stick with doing Litsa CAL. I'm going to at least make one project for each one that she picks out. But that's as much pressure as I'm going to put on myself. I know she does have like a little like giveaway going on with that and stuff, but I'm not really worried about participating in that. I'm just doing this to I think it's fun. I think it's fun that you get to pick, or that she's picking small projects to do, and so it's not much pressure at all. So there's still plenty of time. It just started, and I will have her video. I think I will link the first video where she explains the CAL down below, so that you can go and check out, you know, what it's all about. So that was the first two projects, and then I actually made those yesterday. I think I made them yesterday. So earlier in the week, I got something in the mail. This has a little bit of a backstory, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. So there is this website called Shein. I don't know. I call it Shein. It's SHEIN. And my daughters really like getting stuff from there. We've got clothes from there. We've got they just have all kinds of stuff. It's kind of like Temu, but they don't have as much, I guess, as Temu, and they are more, it's more clothing than like the little gadgets and stuff that Temu sells. I mean, they do have stuff like that too, but yeah, anyway, so Shein has this thing that they do that if you spend, they'll be like, well, if you spend this much more, you'll get, 20% off your order. So like you save money sometimes, and then plus they give you free shipping if you spend so much. So I was ordering some things for the girls, and this item popped up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have this. I gotta have at least one of these. There was only 2 left. I'm not sure if they even still have them, but there was only 2 left, and I had to have them. I was only going to get one of them, but they only had 2. It had really, really good reviews. That's one thing about that website, is make sure that if you do order from them, you always read the reviews. That way you kind of have an idea of the quality, because a lot of times you get what you pay for. So this had really good reviews, and so I decided that I was going to get both of them. And so this is what I got, and she is so pretty. I love her so much. Oh my goodness, I just love her so much. And she is jointed, so like her legs can bend, her feet her feet move somehow, like you can like push them up. Like I said, her knees bend, her arms bend. She's got a lot of different joints. You can turn her hand. And I just thought she was so pretty, her face. And I think this is 11.5 inches to 12-inch doll. And I thought, I have patterns. I know I have patterns that will fit this. I have all these vintage crochet patterns, and I'm going to get these and I'm going to crochet a dress. And so that's what I did. Now, I did not crochet her dress because even though I think she is very, very pretty and I will make her a dress, I wanted to make the other one's dress first. And so that is what I did. And here it is. And I'm in love with this. Oh my goodness. I just love it so much. Now, the only thing that I haven't done is I haven't put clasps on the back. That's the only thing that I need to do for this to be completely done. And I have some, like, 1 skeins, 2 skeins of some colors of this Premier Eversoft yarn. And this color is called Forest, and then this gray is called Mist. And I tried making a blanket out of this yarn, and I did not like using it for blankets, but I think that it does make very pretty doll dresses. It looks, it's similar to Caron Simply Soft, I'm pretty sure. But, so what I did is I used this pattern booklet here that I have. I have made at least 2 of these, I'm pretty sure, out of this Home Sweet Home. Maybe 3. I know at least 2. And so I had took the dress off of one that I had made and tried it on, and it was almost a perfect fit. I just knew that I needed to adjust my hook size and maybe use a little bit thinner yarn, because this yarn is thinner than a regular worsted weight yarn. And it worked out perfect. And then for her hat, I had, let's see if I can do this. So that doll up there has the same hat on. And it is this doll right here, which is Emma from Bed Dolls and Sweet Dreams. It's also a vintage pattern. Both of these are vintage patterns. You can't find them anymore unless you find them online somehow. So I just did less increases and just made that hat to fit this particular doll, and I just love it. I love how it turned out. I love the colors together, and I was trying this dress on that other doll that I showed you, and my daughters were like, I don't really like that, but then when I tried it on her, it suited her coloring better, and they were like, oh, that's so pretty, you know. So it made me happy that they thought that she was pretty. So, I did use a 4.5mm hook on this, and like I said, I don't know if they have these dolls anymore. The only thing about this one that I don't like is her hair is, like, not completely, her bangs aren't completely covering both sides, so I knew that I was definitely going to make her hat to, like, try to cover that up because she did have a hat on. But these dolls are really well made. I really love them a lot, and I know that I will be making this one a dress too. Her hair is more like a pink. It's almost like a pink color. It has like a little bit of a pink tint. And then this one obviously has brown. But it was a lot of fun to make. She does have that attached slip underneath here. I kind of wish that I had made the dress a little bit longer. I wish that I had put more ruffles on the front. Maybe done something right through here too. I'm not sure. I might go back and add more to this later on. But for right now, I'm calling her done, and I absolutely love her. And like I said, I hope that you all enjoy seeing her too. So, the next thing that I finished, I actually just finished right before this video. I have been wanting, I think this tutorial came out like almost a year ago, and I completely forgot about it, and it showed up on my like suggested videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember I bought that pattern, and it also has a YouTube tutorial, and I was gonna make that and I completely forgot about it. So I made a Buttertub bassinet, and I love how it turned out. It's so cute. I love it. Now this is by Crocheting with Alana. She has a ton of tutorials that I want to make, and this was one of them. Now, in her tutorial, she suggests a different butter tub because the inside of my butter tub is brown and it's supposed to be white, but I used what I had. So this is what I had, and we don't use a lot of butter for some reason. I don't know why, but we don't really use a ton of butter, so it takes forever to empty this butter. And so this is what I use. And like I said, she has a full YouTube tutorial, which is awesome, and also has a written pattern as well. And I did use both of those, both the written and the YouTube tutorial. Now, I do not have the baby doll that she uses in her tutorial. I had these little, what are they, Behringer or something like that? Lots of Love baby dolls. I think mine came from Mary Maxim. I have some patterns for these. A kit or something. I can't remember. It's been too long. They're here somewhere. But I have some things for these that I had planned. I had big plans for these little tiny baby dolls. And I never did do a lot with them. I think I did make a couple things, but I still had more, okay? So, this baby doll is a little bit too big. So, not only do you make the bassinet, see my butter bowl's brown inside, not only do you make the bassinet, but you also make a little, like, cover pillow set that your little baby can go down in. And, she also has clothes. Well, since I don't have the baby dolls that she has, I knew, because this is too small for my baby, so I knew that the clothes weren't going to fit either. So I just left its clothes on, and maybe later on I will try to get some of those little baby dolls that she uses. But I still think even without crocheted clothes on, or maybe I'll make some crocheted clothes for it. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely wanted to make the bassinet. That was the main thing. And I just think it's adorable. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But I'll either keep it or give it away. I'm not sure. But I just love it. I think it's so cute. Now, I did have to use a different, smaller hook size to get through the holes in the butter bowl. Because you have to make holes in the butter bowl. And my awl, or my thing that I have, wasn't big enough. It wasn't as big as the one she uses, so I did have to use the 2.75 to get through those holes, but then use a 5mm hook on the rest of everything else. And so that's my little Buttertub Baby bassinet. And I just think it's adorable. I did I say what colors I used? I used Big Twist purple and white for this. And I love it so much. I think it's so cute. And any little kid would love that. Like, they would totally love that. And I think that's all of my finished stuff. I haven't finished anything else, but I am actively working on 2 things. And one of them is a baby blanket. So last time I showed a whip that I had finished on last week's podcast, I think. And it was the Butterscotch Shells Afghan. And I had said that I was going to link an alternate pattern, because that pattern, I couldn't find it online because it came out of an old magazine. And when I was searching for the pattern by Creative Grandma, I came across another pattern that looks even more like that blanket than Creative Grandma's. And I was like, I love that. I need to try that out. So I have gave all of my baby blankets away. Like, I have no baby blanket stash. I don't really know like a ton of people that are like at that age to have babies anymore, you know, but you never know if somebody has a baby, or I can just put it up for a future baby, who knows. But anyway, I decided that I wanted to try this out, and it is called Offset Shell by Blossom Crochet, and it is a YouTube tutorial, and it is so pretty. And like I said, it does look a lot like that butterscotch shells afghan that I just finished, except this is only a 1-row repeat and that other blanket is a 2-row repeat. And I really love it. I love how that she makes it look like, I don't know if you can tell, but she makes it look like it has texture right here, the way that she does that part. And she also teaches you a different method for turning your work to make, is it called a standing double crochet? I can't remember what it's called, but it's where you do 2 single crochets on top of each other, and I love that method so much. So much. So that is something else that I learned doing this. Now, I have had this yarn for a while. You may recognize it. I have shared a project with this yarn before. It was squares, and I don't know why. I always want to make squares, but then when I start making them, I don't enjoy it. I don't know why. Like, I'll get 4 or 5 made, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I think it's all the ends that you have to weave in. I love the look of squares. I don't like joining them together. I don't like weaving in all those ends. I just am a back and forth blanket type of person. And I know a lot of people think that's boring to do just a back and forth blanket, but to me, it's not. I love it. I love it because it's mindless, and there's not a ton of ends you have to weave in normally, depending on your colors that you choose. So, like I said, I was making a project with this yarn. I decided not to. That was one of the projects from last year that I just decided I was never going to finish that. I think I still have the squares somewhere. I might do something with them later, but I'm never going to do anything else with that project. So I decided to start a baby blanket out of the yarn that I had left. This is Hirschner's Worsted Stripes yarn in the color Pretty Peacock. And these skeins of yarn are 489 yards. I had a full skein, and then I had about half of a skein. Yeah, probably about 200 yards left, I would think. And I am just going to make this as big as it's going to get. And then, I know this is for a baby blanket. And most people say black's not really something that you put on a baby blanket. Most of the time it's white or something neutral, a lighter neutral color. You don't really see a lot of baby blankets made with black yarn, but I am going to trim this in black, I think. And then again, if it's big enough, I might just leave it just like this, because I think it's pretty just like this. So I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking that if I do a border, that I will do it in black, because I just think that it will make those colors really pop out. And babies are dirty, so I think that you know, it'll be fine for a baby using a black border, if that's what I decide to do. But I am using a 6mm hook, and like I said, this stitch is so easy and mindless, and I just love it. And I love how these colors are working up. It looks like that the colors are changing every row, but if you look on this side, it's very uneven. And on this side, it's the wrong side. On this side, you know, like you've got more color on top of each other, but you can't even tell, like, unless you really look, because your eyes are just kind of drawn to the middle. So I really love it a lot. And my last work in progress is also a new project. And I blame Litsa over at Coco's Crochet. She shared a unboxing and like a voting type video where you vote for her project for the Crochet Society box. I think think it was for this month. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what month it was for, but she shared that unboxing, and in those boxes they have like a pattern booklet, and like I said, she has a vote for which pattern you want to pick for her to do out of those three. And she showed one of the patterns on there, and I just fell in love like instantly. I was like, I have got to find that pattern. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. And so I went on the hunt for this pattern. And it was really early in the morning. And as you all know, I've mentioned this numerous times, I'm a night shift person. So, like, most of the time, I'm not going to bed until early in the morning. That's my bedtime. So I stayed up way too late into the morning to try to find that pattern, and I figured out that it was in an old Crochet Now magazine, which is a UK magazine. I have never had that magazine. I know that you can get it in the US, but I'm not sure how. I know there's like a digital copy that you can get through Amazon subscription, but I found this website called it's called pocketmags.com, and they also have an app. And I thought, I don't know if this is legit, because I had never heard of this website before, but I thought, hey, I'm going to give it a go and see if it will let me buy this magazine and see if it works. And it did. And, I didn't have any issues. I'm not promoting this website or anything like that, but I personally have not had any issues with buying digital copies of magazines from this website so far. Now this pattern, if I haven't already, I will have it popped up. It is called Wilma the Woolly Elephant, and it is by the designer named Jennifer Wang, and it was published in the Crochet Now issue number 60. And like I said, I got the digital copy from the pocketmags.com, and I think that I will be buying more back issues of this magazine because they are really cute. And Crochet World magazine is what we have here in the US, in case you didn't know, and it's not as good as the Crochet Now magazine, in my opinion. So I think that I will be subscribing through Amazon. I'm going to figure out how to do that. Sorry, my leg's going to sleep. I'm going to figure out how to do that, and I'm going to subscribe to this magazine because I loved the one that I got. It had more patterns than just Wilma in it, and I will talk about that later. But I did start her. Now, the colors that she has on are very bright, cheerful colors. She's got, if I'm remembering right, she's got orange and some like denim blue color. I can't remember exactly all her colors. Oh, she has a yellow and white striped shirt. Just really, really fun, cute colors. But I went through my stash and I thought, what colors do I want to use? Because I knew that I wanted to change her colors up. And I didn't have exact color matching for that anyway. I don't even know. I think I have an orange, but it's like a neon orange, and I sure didn't want to use that because orange is definitely not my favorite color whatsoever. So I went through my stash and I figured out that I had some colors that I like together more, and so that's what I'm doing. Now I am drawn to, now that blanket is not an example of the colors that I love. I do love those bright colors in that baby blanket, but normally I'm drawn to what I like to call as moody colors. I like dark colors. I like maroon and dark purple and gray and just dark green. Those are the colors that I'm drawn to, and that is what that I have chosen. Now I'm using all Brava sport yarn, and I'm using a 3.25 millimeter hook, and this is what I have so far. I also have her arms done too, if I can get them out. So as you can see, I have her legs, and this, like I said, this is with a 3.25 hook, which is probably too big for this yarn, but that is what I like to use. I normally use a 3mm, but I've been using the clover hooks, and I don't have a 3 in that one. So I wanted to use my new clover set, so that's what I've been using here lately. I think I'm showing you the back. I am, because you can see my color jog there. But this color for her like body is silver. It's called silver. This color is called Hunter. This color right here is called Dublin. No, wait. Tide Pool. This one's called Tide Pool. And as you can see, I do have some front loops here. In the pattern, she wants you to surface crochet and then attach your skirt. And I'm like, why would I do that when I can leave some front loops? This pattern is definitely not for a beginner. I will say that. It's not that it's not well written. It's not that I don't understand it. It's just some things I really had to read through, and I still don't understand a couple parts of it, because it's one of those things to where you have to do it to kind of understand what she's talking about. So it's a really well written pattern, except for certain aspects of it. I think, okay, I can do this easier. Like, I was not going to surface crochet all around this when I could just leave the front loops and attach my skirt that way. So her skirt will be in this color, and then this color right here is her shirt, which is called Dublin. This one's called Dublin. And then for her hat and her cowl, I'm going to use this color, which is called Fairy Tale, to brighten it up a little bit, because these are a little dark. So my original plan was, I was thinking leggings are black. That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to use black yarn, because black yarn is very, very hard to see. So this is the darkest color that I had. This is the closest color to denim that I have, because I used all of my denim yarn up on that bear and pajamas that I did last year. And then I wanted to use that green because it looks good with these colors. And then I thought, I'm going to do a fun color for the hat and the cowl. And that will cover up most of the shirt, so you won't really see a ton of the shirt, I don't think. But that's what I got so far. I still got to build up her waist. I really like how she does like the decreasing right here to make her look like she's got hips. And I couldn't tell that in the pictures of her. So it's going to be fun to see how she works it. So, like I said, got her arms and her body started, and this pattern is bringing me joy. And I just want to thank you so much, Litsa, for sharing your subscription box and doing that unboxing for us that don't have access to that. I mean, I think I can get it, but it's very expensive, and I could not justify spending that much money on it to get it to ship here to the US, because it's based in the UK. But it's very, very nice, a nice box, and I love watching those unboxings. And Litsa also was going to gift me this pattern, and but I found it, so that is great. And that is all that I have for you all. That's all of my notes. Did I tell you what hook size I was using for that? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm trying to get better, trying to get more in routine with these videos. Like I said, my Crojo is like at full speed right now, and I'm just gonna keep on crocheting and trying to do things that in the moment, you know, and try to get some more projects you know, cranked out for next week. We'll see how it goes. Because I know, like, that's usually how I am, is like I will crochet like mad for days and days and days, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta stop for a little bit. And so we'll see when it fizzles out, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I will be back next week and have some more projects to share with you. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at my videos again, feeling more in sync with how I like to do them. And yeah, I think that's everything that I have to. Oh, I did want to share with you all. It took me 3 tries to get that dress to fit that doll. 3 tries. But I finally got it, and I love those dolls so much. I just think they're so pretty, and I know a lot of people think dolls are creepy. And you should have really seen me when I was making that doll dress, because I just had dolls all around me, and they didn't have no clothes on because I kept having to try the dress on. Oh, it was so funny. My girls think I'm crazy, I think, but they love it when I finish stuff, so I guess that's all that matters. But now I'm just rambling, so I guess I will let you all go because this video is real long. And hopefully I will be seeing you all real soon in another video. Bye!